Hey everyone, Mark Movie Man here, and recovering still from the new Horror Film Fest, but I wanted to do a few reviews for you since it's been a little while. Hope you've enjoyed the interviews from that horror festival. Let's dive into today's movie, which is Pandorica, brought to us by writer-director Tom Patton, giving us a story set in a post-apocalyptic future where the humans have kind of broken off into tribes and gone back to a little bit more of a basic feral type of living. Well, one of these tribes has a ritual where they decide who the leader of their tribe is going to be. So the current leader takes 3 candidates out into the woods, and they have a few challenges. They're not sure what the challenges will be, but he who survives in the woods comes out as the new leader. And we see how these 3 new candidates deal with the challenges that come up in the woods, and realize that the biggest challenge will be the fighting amongst themselves, more so than the big evil threat in the mysterious woods. Pandorica, I enjoyed their ambition and what they were trying to go for in this, the scope and the world building that they were trying to do. And for the most part, setting it in the woods, I think, helps with that. Now, it was a little tough to buy into at first that they were in this post-apocalyptic world, but again, this takes place many, many, many years after the fall of civilization. So, a lot of things are overgrown in that, and so it took me a little while to buy into this world. Now, the performances of these characters I thought were handled well enough, especially for a film on this budget, and Tom Patton keeps this film moving along. I liked the conflict and the relationships that we had between our 3 characters, Ares and Thade. I liked how they played off each other very well. Though they were a bit more cliche than I might have liked, they were still interesting. Jada Habde really looks kind of like Rooney Mara in this. The look and the way she has it, and their makeup and clothing really gives it a little bit more of a tribal, primitive feel for their characters, which also helped get the idea across that they've gone back to a simpler time. There's an interesting commentary in here on technology, I believe, as well as the use of guns and warfare and such, and I kind of got what they were going for with that. The big threat, these big mean individuals who are in the woods challenging our candidates because they cross paths with someone these big guys are looking for. I enjoyed that story. I thought it was a nice little bit different take on the whole challenge in the woods thing. So there's a lot of great sparks of originality in here, and I love to see what they were going for. It would have been nice to see what they could have did with a bigger budget, I think, because it was a very ambitious project. Many people may find it a little bit hard to buy into this post-apocalyptic world, or they also might find it hard to get over the limited budget. But I thought they did well with what they had, especially some of the gore practical effects they had in here. I thought were really well done, and especially near the climactic final scene, I thought was handled really well, and enjoyed that too, though it did play out as kind of I predicted. So Pandorica is nothing that really stands out to me as a fantastic film, but at the same time, for the type of film that it is, I think they did well with what they had, and it was an interesting story. And I think if you like kind of your indie sci-fi film, you may want to check it out. Those casual viewers may not enjoy it as much. I found it entertaining, and I was intrigued by this story that they had, and it would just make me wonder what they would have been able to do with even a bigger budget. So if you see Pandorica, check it out. Leave your comments down below. Love to hear your constructive thoughts on this film. And check out our other reviews. We got a lot more great stuff coming on. Thank you for your support, as always. And until next time, keep that ticket stub.